So hello guys. We're having a tutorial on by 111 by 111, and this is general biology. So biology, right? And I would like us to talk about cell, which is the first thing that we have to do in the course outline. So this cell. So first of all, I would like to define cell. So we'll first of all do cell definition. So many people would define cell in a different way, like many school of thoughts. So, but me, I would like to define cell as a basic, as a basic, comma, structural, comma, fundamental, unit of life. So what do we mean by cell is a basic structural unit of life? It means that cell is the most important thing, is the most functional thing in life. So every living things contain of cell. So every living thing contain of cell. Our body is not much, so I will be cleaning everything I wrote, and after I will send the notes to you guys. So after having the definition of cell, we'll now say cell comprises cell comprises of cell or small organs, which are called the cell organelles, which are called the cell organelles, and they all has their function. They all has their function. The cell organelles has their function. What I mean by organelles is small organs. Organelles is just small organs. You'll be hearing it. You can even see it in your text or in your exam. They'll ask you, what are organelles? You will say that organelles are small organs. Small organs. You can say, if you want to put it in a cell, it's fine. So organelles are small organs or miniature organs. That's it. Found in a cell. So I will first by saying the number one cell organelles. Number one is mitochondria. So you might have been hearing about mitochondria, and you'll be asking yourself, what is this mitochondria? Okay, I will define mitochondria now. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. And what does they do? They produce energy in form of ATP. So this mitochondria, they produces energy. They produces energy in form of ATP. So they produces energy in form of ATP. So now I want to say more about this mitochondria. So I said they produce this energy in form of ATP. So we are going to know what is this ATP. What is this ATP? ATP simply means adenosine triphosphate. Here we will not enter it. Triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate. So you can say mitochondria produces energy in form of triphosphate. Do you understand it? They produce energy in form of triphosphate, and this same mitochondria are referred, or you can say regards, as the cell currency. So they are the currency of the cell, which produces energy. When you mean the cell currency, it means that they produces the energy that all the cells use in functioning. So after having seen this done, I will move on to the second one. The second one, or let me highlight you guys more about this mitochondria. So this is a drawing of a mitochondria here. You see something like this here. So here, this line here is called the outer membrane. Here is the interspace membrane. Here is the crystals. The crystal. So, and here, this one here is called the matrix. Or matrix. Then here is the inner membrane. So for mitochondria, we'll stop here. We'll stop here for the mitochondria, but there is still more to this. So with time, I will be explaining it and breaking it down for you. But for now, you just need this. So we are going to talk about the second one, which is the endoplasmic reticulum. Which is regarded as the, or short form ER. So this is the two. We have two ER. We have number one. We have the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and we have the second one, the rough endoplasmic reticulum. So I will first of all talk about the first one, which is the smooth ER. The smooth ER. The smooth ER. That means when I say ER, just have it in mind that it is a endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum. That's it. So this smooth ER, what does they do? They are sites for lipid synthesis. They are sites for lipid synthesis. When you hear lipid, what is supposed to come in your mind is fats, the fats. So whenever you hear lipid is just all about fats. So and in this smooth ER, there is no ribosome attached. There is no ribosome attached to the ER. There is no ribosome attached to the ER. The ER is like this. We have the ER like this in a cell. Let's call here the nucleus of the cell. There is the nucleolus. We have many parts of the cell. We have the one that is covering the cell like this. Then here will be dots, which is a sign of the rough ER. While here or this is a smooth ER. So this place stands for the lipid, or you can say they are sites for lipid synthesis. Okay, hope you guys understand it. So I'll be dropping the notes after the lesson or the tutorial. So and you can see that one I drew that time. The rough ER, there were ribosomes attached to it, while in the smooth ER there was nothing like ribosome. We still need to draw it. Let me draw it again. Still need it. You can check in your textbook. You will see something like this. This is just the rough ER, while something like this was there, will be there too. You will see it is the smooth ER. So these things are called the ribosomes. The ribosomes. But before that, let's talk about the rough ER. So the rough ER are sites for protein synthesis. They are sites for protein synthesis. That means they synthesize proteins. The rough ER synthesize proteins. So, and you can say there are ribosomes attached to it. You can see them now. The ribosomes, they are attached to it. That makes them look rough. Okay? They have ribosomes attached to them. So whenever they ask you what is ER, you can say ER are a site for protein and lipid synthesis. That's it. And we have two types of ER. We have the smooth and the rough ER. And as I told you, the smooth ER are sites for lipid synthesis or fat synthesis. Oil, that's fine. When you hear about lipid, what is supposed to come in your mind as an undergraduate for now is oil, fats. That's it. And this rough one, I said it now, is just a protein synthesizing organ. So let's move forward. So the third one I would like to teach you guys is the ribosome. So I told you guys this is the ribosomes. Here are them. So and the ribosomes are protein synthesizing machine. You understand it? There is difference between the ER. The ER is a site for protein synthesis, while the ribosome is the machine, or you can call it a machinery. Machine, or you can say machinery for protein synthesis, for protein. So now is it. So these things, they are machineries for protein synthesis, or you can say this ribosome is a site for protein synthesis. Okay, the site for protein synthesis is the rough ER. This one is just a machine for the proteins. So let's say about the fourth one. Okay, we have something like this here, that goes around this thing, the cell. It's called the cytoskeleton. So what is this cytoskeleton? So we will say cytoskeleton supports the cell in movement. It supports the cell in movement. It gives shape to the cell. It gives shape to the cell and support its movement. So we will talk about the fifth one, which is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is also here. Here is the cytoplasm. Here, the cytoplasm. Know the difference between the cytoplasm and the cytoskeleton. Okay, I made a mistake. Here is the cytoskeleton, and inside here are the cytoplasms. Here, inside. So here, all these empty spaces you are seeing, they are called the cytoplasm. And what is their function, or what are they? They are places where chemical reaction takes place in the cell. The chemical reaction takes place inside the cytoskeleton, the cytoplasm. So it is a jelly-like substance where organelles are attached. So when you say the rough ER, the smooth ER, the nucleus, everything, the mitochondria, everything, or mitochondria, everything are like they are attached to that cytoplasm. You get it? They are food-like, so they float around that cytoplasm. So that is it. Moving on. Let's move on. So we are going to talk about the sixth one. It's called the lysosome. The lysosome. And what are these lysosomes? Lysosome breaks down. It breaks down unwanted, or you can say they degrade intracellular debris. So they can ask you what is intercellular debris. They are just dates or data found in the cell. When you say debris, they are just data intercellular, which is inside. So it is the work of the lysosome to degrade intercellular debris. That's its work. You know, all the cell organelles plays a unique role in the cell, which can never be found wanting in a cell. Although some cell doesn't have it. You know, we have animal cell and plant cell. We'll still get to that. But I'm just telling you the major ones found in the cell. We'll talk about the seventh one. The Golgi apparatus. The Golgi, can call it the Golgi apparatus. Or you call it the Golgi body or complex. The Golgi apparatus, the Golgi body or Golgi complex. So what are these Golgi apparatus? Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus helps in packaging the protein. When this ribosome releases it, it is the work of the Golgi apparatus or Golgi body to package. It packages it very well and send them out to the other organs in the body. For almost all of them need protein. So it is the work of Golgi apparatus to package. So you can just say that the Golgi apparatus, its work is packaging of protein. Packaging of protein and transport it to the other organelles. I'm moving. So I say the Golgi body is also called the Golgi apparatus, or you can also call it the Golgi complex. The Golgi complex. So let's talk about the eighth one, and I'll nucleus. The nucleus. This is the nucleus, and the nucleus, I said it is here. So what are the nucleus? The nucleus is a broad topic, but I'll just explain it a little bit. A nucleus refers as a control center. As a control center of cell, because it contains the genetic material. So that's it. The nucleus. Here is the nucleus. They are the control center on every cell in the world. Every cell, both animal cell, plant cell, whatever cell. We have only two types of cell: animal cell and plant cell. Okay, no, that's a mistake. We have two types of cell, which is the prokaryotic and the eukaryotic. But the nucleus is present in every cell, both plant and animal cell. Hope you get that. So why is that? It's because they are in charge of the genetic material. Genetic materials. And when you hear about these genetic materials, what should come to your mind as a biochemistry student or as a biology student or as a student is DNA and RNA. So the DNA is the DNA. The genetic material is the DNA. So what is the meaning of this DNA? DNA is a broad topic. Well, I will try to rush it. Let's get what I want to pass. I'm trying to explain the nucleus. So the DNA is very important. It's a very important topic and very fit when you learn it. So the DNA is deoxy deoxyribonucleic acid. So the DNA is the deoxyribonucleic acid. That's it. And I also like to tell you RNA. RNA is ribonucleic acid. In case someone asks you, maybe in your matric day, someone will go and ask you, what is DNA or what is RNA? Just what should come to your mind is just, okay, this guy won't whine me back. DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid and RNA is ribonucleic acid. Hope you get that, so that you know go disgrace yourself one day for road, or your junior come ask you, senior, how far na wetin be this thing? They ask us for school, so you'll be able to say something, okay? So and this nucleus, it contains the chromatin. And also it contains the nucleolus. In my notes I will explain this, but I will not explain this now because it will take our time. So let's go further. Just you can also in your own study about the chromatin and the nucleolus. It's not hard. So before that, let me we have I have said it earlier. We have two types of nucleic acid. We have the DNA and the RNA and the RNA. So I'm not going to that again. We have two types of nucleic acid. We have the DNA and we have the RNA. So we'll now dive into types of cell. We have majorly two types of cell, which is one, the prokaryotic. This R that is R here. I made a mistake. This prokaryotic cell. And second, we have the second one, which is the eukaryotic cell. So here it is. So the eukaryotic and the eukaryotic cell. So this prokaryotic cell, it has no nucleus, but it has genetic material. See, it has no nucleus. You understand it? It has no nucleus, but they have a genetic material called the DNA. The DNA, and they are called the unicellular cell. They are found in most unicellular cell, or you can say single cell organisms. The prokaryotic cell as the single cell organism. Example: bacteria. Bacteria is a good example of the unicellular or prokaryotic cell. So that's all for now. For that prokaryotic, can go through and research more on what you know or what you think about the prokaryotic cell. And as a student, you need to research. You need to do research. Yes, I've said prokaryotic cell. I have defined it in my own understanding. As a student, what you are meant to do is you go and you can Google, you can do many sort of things to know that to see that you know this thing called the prokaryotic cell. So let's talk about the second one, and we'll call it a wrap on this tutorial or lesson. So we can say that the eukaryotic cell are multicellular organisms. They have nucleus, or you can say they are the presence of nucleus in eukaryotic cell, and they are most found they are most listen to this one, it always comes in your exam. It always comes in your exam by 111. You always, almost every year they repeat that question. So get it now. The eukaryotic cell, they have two cells, and they are mostly found in plants, animal, fungi, protozoans, etc. So having known this, we'll call it a wrap. I'll be sending my notes to you. Yes, I'll send my note to you, and I would like you guys to do an assignment for me. An assignment for me. I'm trying to get the assignments. Okay. Just on your own. Study bacteria. Definition of bacteria and functions and benefits. Just that's it. And in our next class, we will be talking on cell division. Yeah, we'll see what what is cell division. We'll hear what is cell division. You know, when you hear the mitosis or the meiosis, you will know what it is. So I remain James Emmanuel Kalechi, your by 111 tutor, and let's do this more often. Thanks for your cooperation and thanks for listening. I appreciate. With this, I'll say bye.